Hello guys, today we learn how to consume a basic authentication API using GET method in ASP.NET Core Razor pages. To implement this, we have required like Visual Studio 2022 and SQL Server 2012. Now let us start. How can we implement? See, first open the Visual Studio 2022. Now click on create new project. After that we select ASP.NET Core Web App Razor pages because we need to consume the data from the other web API. So now click on next. Put your web application name like consume. You can put any name whatever you like according to your projects. Now click on the next button. So here you can see that there is .NET 8.0 long term support and configure for HTTPS, and now click on the create button. So here you can see that the project has been created and we get the different folders. Like here you can see ASP.NET Razor pages, and there is some properties and dependency if you install anything. Now you can run these applications and see what will happen. Here your ASP.NET Razor pages has been created, and there is home and there is privacy. You can see that here you can put your like logo or company name. So our main aim is here to consume the web API. How can we consume? We can consume it from HTTP clients. So let us see what is first HTTP clients. As you know that HTTP client is a class in .NET system. Namespace here you used system.net.http used to send the HTTP request and receive HTTP response from a server like calling a web API. Why we use HTTP client? When you use HTTP client, when you want to call a web API, send or receive JSON data, or consume external services, or perform like CRUD operation over HTTP like insert, delete, update. So now start. First our step is add the HTTP clients in the Program.cs file. So copy this one, go to Program.cs, and here you can see the builder.Services.AddHttpClient, and now you can add this HTTP clients, and also you can put some comment here like add HTTP client. Okay, now second step is add a Razor pages. So already we have Razor pages like Index.cshtml. You can see that. So in here you can delete it, and from this Index.html you can also put like we will go in index page and we will write like, as you aware that how you can call like connection string like context in it, and that module also you can call like private read-only HTTP client, and you can put like object of this edge, and after that you can make it constructor for this. Click here and generate constructor for this. So your HTTP client constructor has been created. Consume method. So first you write like HTTP method, like here you can define public async task OnGetAsync. Here we are discussing about the passing the like authentication, basic authentication. So we need to pass like user ID and password. So first we define this user and password. Here you can see where username equal to admin2, that is define username and password for the we got from the external API. So after that we need like convert into bytes. So put here I am where byteArray Encoding.ASCII.GetBytes user and password. So concatenating this like colon. When we pass this array byte, so with the header, so we first convert it into the base 64. So what we will write like HttpClient dot default request header dot authorizations equal to new authentication header value, that is name will be basic, and whatever you have converted into byte array it will go in the convert to base 64 string. So it will be converted and passing the header through this way. Then after that we write where response equal to await HttpClient GetAsync method, that is a method. Here you can see the task object representing the asynchronous operations. Send a request. Here you can see send a get request to the specified URI as asynchronous operations. So what is this? This is the external web API where you can after it whatever you get response it will success or not. So we write some code here. You can see if response dot is success status code, then you will get the API response. This API response we can define a get setter property of. So from also you can generate here getter setter property has been created like public string API response get private sets. Also you can remove here so it can be available on public. So whatever response will come here like success or failure need to show. So we will go on ledger pages of Index.cshtml pages. So here we can print it. So how can print it? Let us see. Here you write like welcome to consume basic authentication with get methods, and here one h2 tag I have given like h2 API response. After that I have defined a div here, and then only we have write like model.API response. Here you can see that whatever defined get property will get here API response, and here you can see page model index model. It will automatically create it when we create a page. So here you can see. So first like here you can see that is a local host web API. So much before running this consume method we run what this API local host API, so that only after that you will get the data. Visual Studio and click this, and already you have created this basic authentications. So we will use them. Let us click this one and check whether this is application or not. So yes, good. So here you can see that already we have defined like HTTP get, there is authorization on this get method authorize, and here you can get data written OK status authentication successfully done. Also I have defined one like other method get method, and also you have defined like authorize. In this method you will get the record from the passing the employee ID. Like here you can see that get employee ID passing integer ID, then it will find like where employee awaits context employee dot finds ID, whatever you get the record. So if employee null you get this value not found, otherwise you get the implied details record. So first you will run it. This is a web API whatever I have created in this local machines, and after running these applications, here you can see like Swagger. Also you can you can test your web API this method also. In the case of basic authentications, we need some extra efforts, so that then after you can check this. So here we are writing a consume method. Here you can API MP, you can see here the URL what we will get. Execute on. And you will get here authentication handlers, and it will check whether it is true or not. So here you can 401 because response history is 401 authorized failed, invalid username password. But here you get the URL from what you like to put here in the your consume method. Go to consume method and 706 API MP. So that's good. Now run this application and check whether you will get the data or not. So click on HTTPS. So here you will get like debug point here username password, where byteArray you have converted this into byteArray. So you can value see like this way. Close here, and we passing the getAsync method to get the request and response. Here you can see it will go on the other web API which have been written for authorization and get the data. So it will check credential, username, admin 2, you can see password this one, and it will check whether each value is valid or not. After that it will get the data to you. So after that here you get like return OK. Then after that you see that response you get from this web API status code 200, region phrase OK, version this, headers you can see here. So we get the response OK, and here you can see response is true. So that's way you will get the response like status authenticated successfully done, and click on F5. So finally here you get the API response, and it will done through the consuming the basic authentication with get method. So successfully done. This is a simple message in a like get method codes. Also you can get the data from the calling this API. So what I have written other like method in that API. So here you take it like passing the parameter 1108. First like comment it, and we will put here like where response, and localhost also need to see what you will get the URL for this get method. ID like you can put here 1108, that is required, and execute it. So it will run, but see what will happen. So URL will be same like 7065 MPI, and we will get the like authorization failed because we didn't pass the basic authentication like username and password. So you will go here like web API URL also need to same because same applications. So now run it again and check. This application consume method in return in get method, so it will directly run and go to the like uh, other web API which I've created. See here. Succeed, and here getting some error, so need to check out why this will be happen. HTTP get method ID return will be there. So first, there is some errors like status code 404 not found. So let us say I am checking that there is some difference here. So what we will do, we remove this because in top you can see only simply API EMP. So put only EMP. Now run it again and check because it is a web API seems it is seems like web API URL is incorrect. So I have changed and check it again. So it will go here and check it is successfully authenticated, and then after that this will go in here and get like response is succeed now because that URL is different, so that's why it will not working. So we'll check API response, we will get like employee ID, name and address. So now click on F5. So that's why here you will get like employee ID, employee name and address. So whatever you will get here in JSON format, you can put in your database, show in the like ASP.NET Razor pages. That's it. What steps I have followed here, let us see in once. First, you have added like HttpClient in the Program.cs file, like you can see builder.Services.AddHttp. After that, you have created a ASP.NET Razor pages. So already you have created by default. So Index.html. Then I have put like private read only HTTP clients. Then we made it like constructor of it. Also you have get the response string, so make it get a setter for this string variable. Then you have write like HTTP get method. In get method we have like on get asyncs, and here I am passing you can see that headers. In headers we will pass like username, password, and it will convert it into base 64. Then we also know that the URL, web API URL for which you want to consume it, and write like where response await HTTP client get asyncs. So it will request to web API and get the response, and response will be stored in this variable, and we will check whether it's success or not. So this way you will get like API response. In the failure case also API response, and here you can write the code for insertion database or showing in the database. For sample purpose I have show this API response in Index.cshtml page. So already you can see that it will be created. Only what you will like, what we write model.API response. API response is a public variable, so it will accessible there. Thanks for watching my YouTube videos. If you want to more videos, please subscribe my YouTube channel.